Good evening. I am Arachna of the Spider People, your hostess with a mostess. And welcome to Beware Theater, because this be where you're gonna see some really bad movies. We have vampires, werewolves, monsters, aliens, and of course, the undead. So take a load off, pull up a couch, and fasten your seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy night. Tonight we watch White Zombie, very first full-length feature zombie movie, made in 1932 in just 11 days by the Halperin brothers. This movie helped make 1932 one of the most significant years in horror movie history. The talking movies had just started in 1927, and the public wanted horror. So they made Dracula, Frankenstein, Murders in the Rue Morgue, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, among others. This movie was the next one. This movie is set in Haiti and stars Bela Lugosi in one of his finest performances. Even though he didn't know English very well, he memorized his whole script phonetically. The part he plays is a voodoo master who uses local voodoo to turn a young woman into a zombie on her wedding night. Its dreamlike quality will cast a spell on you, but hopefully it won't turn you into a zombie also. The zombies back then were different than the ones today. They were usually under the control of a master and didn't want to eat you. Who needs gory cannibalism when you have a very creepy black and white Bela Lugosi? So, let's watch White Zombie.
Looks like a burial.
In the road? Driver, what is it?
It's a funeral, mademoiselle. They're afraid of the men who steal dead bodies. So they dig the grave in the middle of the road, where people pass all of the time.
Well, that's a cheerful introduction for you to our West Indies.
Do you know where is the house of Monsieur Beaumont? Zombie! Allez vite! Allez!
It's got like hands clutching me.
Why did you drive like that, you fool? We might have been killed.
Worse than that, monsieur. We might have been caught.
Caught? By whom? Those men you spoke to?
They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies.
Dead?
Yes, monsieur. Zombies. The living dead. Corpses taken from their graves. Who are made to work in sugar mills and fields at night. Look! Here they come!
Look. Look.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Did I frighten you? I'm sorry. I'm ugly enough, I suppose.
Oh, no, it wasn't you. Something happened back on the road there. We stopped to speak to some men. Our driver told us they weren't men at all. He said they were corpses.
No, he say they were zombies, not corpses. Very big difference. Corpses are very much dead and stay put. Zombies very much undead and stomp around. Important that you know the difference in case you run into them.
Corpses? Surely you don't believe it, do you?
No. But I don't know. Haiti is full of nonsense and superstitions. They're always mixed up with a lot of mysteries that'll turn your hair gray. I've been a missionary here for, 30 years, and at times I don't know what to think. Come, let's go in the house.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Come, dear.
Is Mr. Beaumont in?
You're expected, Dr. Bruno.
Yes, I've been sent for to marry someone. Maybe, oh, yes, excuse me. How long is it that you know Mr. Beaumont?
Oh, only a few days. Madeline introduced him on the docks in Port-au-Prince.
And you?
I met him on the ship coming from New York. He was very kind during the voyage.
So Madeline and I planned to be married the moment she arrived. But Mr. Beaumont persuaded us to come here. He promised to take me out of the bank at Port-au-Prince and send me to New York as his agent.
Strange. It's very strange.
I'll tell Mr. Beaumont you're here.
Yeah. It's all right, isn't it, Doctor?
Oh,
I guess so. You see, I've only met Mr. Beaumont once or twice, but he never struck me like a man that'll take the trouble to play fairy godfather to a young couple like you. Unless what, sir? I suppose you'll think I'm a meddling old fool, but I'd feel a good deal better if you'd clear out of this place after you're married and have nothing more to do with Mr. Bowman.
The young people have arrived, sir, and Dr. Brunner. They're waiting in the reception hall.
Show them to their room and tell them I'm out.
Yes.
No, wait. Perhaps I'd better see them. It might look odd if I didn't.
Very odd, sir. Especially as Dr. Brunner is a trifle skeptical as to your motives, sir.
Never mind my motives. Has that other person sent word yet?
No, sir, not yet, sir.
He's 24 hours late.
I wish you'd keep away from that man, sir. He'll make trouble for you.
You needn't worry about that. I'm not afraid of him.
I'm not easily frightened, sir. You should know that. But what you're planning is dangerous.
Don't you suppose I know that, Silver? You don't seem to realize what this girl means to me. Why, I'd sacrifice anything I have in the world for her. Nothing matters if I can't have her.
I think you like Haiti. Most people that...
Oh, Madeline, I'm delighted to see you. Neil, you're more than welcome.
thank you, sir.
Doctor, it was very kind of you to come. I know what a busy man you are.
No, not at all. There's a native family live out here that I've been trying to see for a long time. After this young couple are safely married, I leave.
But surely you'll stay for dinner after the ceremony.
Oh, no, I must run along.
Well, that's a great pity. We had something very special prepared for this occasion. It was very good of you, Madeline, to humor the whim of a lonely man. There was so little time to prepare. I couldn't do half the things I wanted to for you.
You've done more than enough already, Mr. Beaumont, for a comparative stranger. You've made us so happy, giving Neil a position in the States.
Neil?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure Neil will make a very good agent. But you must be tired after your drive. You'll get some rest. Silver! Silver will show you to your rooms.
This way, please.
Delighted to see you again, Monsieur Beaumont. Please. Please. I'm sorry that kept you waiting, monsieur. I have been on a journey, seeking men for my mill. Men? They work faithfully, and they are not worried about long hours. You could make good use of men like mine on your plantation.
No. That's not what I want.
Then perhaps you wish to talk about the young lady who came to your house this evening.
You've seen her? When?
On the road tonight. There was a young man with her.
They're to be married tonight. You've waited too long to do anything.
What do you want me to do?
If she were to disappear for a month,
What do you hope to gain by her disappearance?
everything.
Everything. Do you think she will forget her lover in a month?
Just give me a month. One little month.
Not in a month. Nor even a year, monsieur. I have looked into her eyes. She is deep in love. But not with you.
They're to be married within an hour. There must be a way.
There is a way. The cost is heavy.
You give me what I want, and you may ask anything. No. Not that.
Only a pinpoint, Monsieur Beaumont, in a glass of wine, or perhaps a flower. Take it. But time is very brief. You must do your share if I am to help you. Keep it, monsieur. Keep it. You may change your mind. Send me word when you use it.
I'll find another way.
There is no other way.
else in this whole world, dear. Heaven or hell lies in this little moment for me. You can raise me up to paradise, or you can blast my world into nothingness. There's time even yet, dear. I can make you the envy of every woman. I'd give my life to make you happy. Oh, listen to me, dear, before it's too late.
Don't. Please.
Don't go into that room. We can be in Port-au-Prince in half an hour. There's a boat sailing at midnight.
You've been so wonderful. Don't spoil everything now.
One last gift before I lose you forever.
Don't smell that rose, Madeline. It has voodoo curse. It turn you into zombie. All he wants is your body. That's what they all say. Right, Deadly? This is Deadly, my bone friend. He's not much to look at, but what a hard body. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Deadly. No, I think I smell this rose later. Why don't you hold on to it for me, okay, big guy? Thank you. Deadly? Deadly? Good thing I no smell that rose.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is honorable estate.
Toast to the bride, to beauty's queen.
Gladly, my lord. Leave but a kiss within the glass. Fair gypsy, lead my fortune. What do you see in the glass?
I see happiness. I see love. Far more than you deserve.
Is that all?
No, I see.
What is it?
I see death.
Madeline. Madeline, what's wrong? Madeline, my dear, please.
Oh, no.
Madeline! Madeline! Can't we do something? Please! Madeline! Madeline, my wife! My wife!
The grave of our Lord and Savior, and the love of God, and the fellowship of his angels be with us evermore. Amen.
Zombies.
Now there's a band of stylish zombies. Who would have guessed that zombies would still be around today and as popular as ever? Of course they're still around. They're not dead. Ha! Now, zombies are different today, however. After 1960, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, zombies became very hungry and want to eat you for lunch. But they still dress just as bad as these guys. Oh, Deadly, don't go all zombie on me, please.
Yes, they are my servants.
think we could do it alone. In their lifetime, they were my enemies. Leto, the witch doctor, once my master. Secrets I tortured out of him. Von Gelder, the swine, swollen with riches. He fought against my spells until the last. Him yet I have trouble to fight. His Excellency Richard, once Minister of the Interior. Garcia, brigand chief. And this is Chauvin, the high executioner. Almost me. I took them, just as we will take this one. But what if they regain their souls? They will tear me to pieces. And that, my friend, shall never be.
Madeline.
Madeline!
Stop staggering, Neil. You're making me dizzy. Getting drunk in a bar full of silhouettes is not going to bring Madeline back. Get a hold of yourself, man, and go after her. She's not really dead. She's just mostly dead. Deadly, have you been drinking too? Deadly?
There's two explanations that strike me. Either the body was stolen by members of a death cult that use human bones in their ceremonies, or else...
Or else what?
She's not dead.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. The doctor signed a certificate. I saw them bury her.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not mad. But I've lived in these islands for a good many years. And I've seen things with my eyes that made me think I was crazy. There's superstitions in Haiti that the natives brought here from Africa. Some of them can be traced back as far as ancient Egypt. And beyond that yet, in the countries that was old when Egypt was young.
Yes, but what has that to do with Madeline? I kissed her as she lay there in the coffin. And her lips were cold.
Let me explain. Now, just a minute. I'll explain. Wherever there is a superstition, you will find there is also a practice. Now, do you remember what your driver told you the night he took you to Beaumont's house?
Oh, about those horrible creatures we saw.
Yeah.
He said they were corpses, taken from their grave.
That's it. Now, wait. Now, that's the superstition. Now for the practice. The goal is to steal the dead corpses from the grave as opposed to put them there in the first place.
Do you mean that Madeline was murdered so that somebody could steal her dead body? Ah, nonsense.
No. Not her body, yes, but not her dead body. That's what it is.
Well, surely you don't think she's alive in the hands of natives? Oh, no, better dead than that.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Thank you.
You don't believe that, do you?
Say, there's been lots of people that's been pronounced dead that came alive again and lived for years. Now, if nature can play pranks like that, why isn't it possible to play pranks with nature?
Oh, I don't know.
Your driver believed he saw dead men walking. He didn't. What he saw was men alive in everything but this and this.
Oh, the whole thing has me confused. I just can't understand it.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've been trying for years to get to the bottom of this thing. To separate what you call fact from fiction. The law of Haiti acknowledges the possibility of being buried alive. Here it is in the penal code. I'll read it for you. It's in French. Do you speak French?
No.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
Right here. Here's one.
Oh, thank you. I didn't see it. I'll translate it for you, if you should spell it. Article 249. The use of drugs or other practices which produce lethargic coma or lifeless sleep shall be considered attempted murder.
Yes.
Attempted.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, all right. If the person has been buried alive, the act shall be considered murder, no matter what result follows.
Beaumont. Say, you said that you couldn't understand why he was so interested in us. Do you think he did this?
No, I think it's native work. Native work, exactly. Of course, if you want to, we can go to Beaumont's house first. If I can get my hands on the devil that's responsible for this, I'll make him such an example that every witch doctor in Haiti will be shaken in his stance.
But we can't do this alone. Can't the authorities help?
Authorities. Neil, my boy. You don't know these islands. The native authorities are afraid to meddle. I'm not. I got friends among the natives. They'll tell me things that no gendarme could ever get out of. Because I'm a preacher, they think I'm a magician. Before we get through with this thing, we may uncover sins that even the devil would be ashamed of. Oh, these witch doctors.
Madeline. Foolish things. They can't bring back the light to those eyes. I was mad to do this. But if you'd have smiled on me, I'd have done anything for you, given you anything. I thought that beauty alone would satisfy. But the soul is gone. I can't bear those empty, staring eyes. Oh, forgive me, Madeline, forgive me. I can't bear it any longer. I must take you back.
Back to the grave, monsieur?
No. You must put the light back into her eyes and bring laughter to her lips. She must be gay and happy again.
You paint a charming picture, monsieur. One that I should like to see myself.
You must bring her back.
Don't bring her back unless it improves her acting, or her piano playing, or everybody else's acting for that matter. You can tell this actress was in the silent movies. That vacant stare, the posing, the walking around, whatever. And Mr. Beaumont, stop whining. You got what you wanted, a zombie girlfriend who does everything you say and never disagree with you. You know, that could be the basis of a good relationship.
Aren't you trifle afraid, monsieur? How do you suppose those eyes will regard you when the brain is able to understand?
Better to see hatred in them than that dreadful emptiness.
Perhaps you're right. It would be a pity to destroy such a lovely flower. Let's drink to the future of this flower. A glass of wine?
Silver, bring wine. We have a toast to drink.
To the future,
monsieur.
Don't drink that, Beaumont. It have same voodoo curse that turned Madeline into zombie. Not you, Deadly. You drink up. I pour that for you myself. It's not poisoned.
Only a pinpoint, monsieur. In a flower. Or perhaps a glass of wine?
You devil! What are you trying to do to me?
I have other plans for mademoiselle. And I'm afraid you might not agree. I have taken a fancy to you, monsieur.
Silver! Silver!
To the future, monsieur.
Holy spider spit, what was that noise? They said it was a vulture, but if you look carefully, you'll see it's an eagle. Maybe they didn't have vulture wranglers in the movies those days, only eagle wranglers. At any rate, you can see that more than just zombies are under the power of Bela Lugosi. Maybe it was the eyes, maybe the hand clasp. I think it was the eyebrows. At any rate, he had a look that would stop a clock. I certainly hope he don't look at us.
You! No! Not that! Not that!
We ought to be picking up an old witch doctor around here pretty soon. His name is Pierre. I've known him for years. He's a great old fella. I don't know just where we'll find him.
There are evil spirits in the road. I'll give you an awanga. And here, is one for the ox. Young man, he's sick with fever.
Yes, hey, wait a minute. We can't afford to have you sick. Neil, why don't you go over there and lie down and take a little rest? We got a hard day before us tomorrow. Now then, Pierre, come on. He's gone. You can talk.
It is a dangerous thing you asked me to do.
Oh, well, now listen here, you know. We are old friends, you and me, and I want to go on.
Turn back before it is too late.
No. I've come too far to turn back now.
I am too old to go all the way with you.
Well, listen. Can't you get somebody to go with us?
My people are afraid of the mountain.
Why?
Because it is called the land of the living dead.
Well, have you ever been there?
I am the only man that ever came from there alive. There is an evil spirit man that is called murder. Come, I will tell you all about what it is.
Vultures. Just as old Pierre said, a cloud of vultures always hovers over the house of the living dead.
Madeline. Is she there?
No.
Oh, I must go and see.
No, Neil, my boy. Please, lie down and rest. Please. You'll feel stronger in the morning. You rest. Let me go up and see what I can do.
Why is she so restless tonight? Perhaps she remembers something. They never remember anything when they are like that. No? Because he's cut off.
Madeline.
No, no. I can't. I can't. You must. It's your turn. Let's run away. He might hear you. No, I can't stand it. I'm going to run away. He is to find you and make you like her.
Can you still hear me? It is unfortunate you are no longer able to speak. I should be interested to hear you describe your symptoms. You see, you are the first man to know what is happening. None of the others did. You refused to shake hands once, I remember. Well, well. We understand each other better now.
Somebody take that knife away from her before she stabbed her new husband. Of course, in some places, that could be called getting an annulment. Anyway, Madeline, if you want to do away with him, just wait until you're married a few years. Then you'll find plenty of things disgusting about him. Right now, the only bad thing is his acting.
Madeline, I found you. You're alive. Alive. What's the matter? It's I, Neil. Oh, my darling. What have they done to you? Who are you?
And what are they?
For you, my friend, they are the angels of death.
Neil, like I told you before, you can't kill them. They're undead. Oh, Deadly, I think old saying is true. If all your friends jump off the cliff, would you do it too? These zombies not so smart. I don't think they can swim either. But if they weren't undead, the fall would probably kill them.
Don't you know me, dear? It's Neil.
I could swear. For a moment she recognized you. Come on, don't run away.
Madeline, my darling.
Neil, I dreamed.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
So there you have it. Another monochromatic movie marvel, and not very scary. Creepy, yes. Scary, no. This movie teaches you not to ask someone to use voodoo curse to steal another man's wife. Of course, that's never a good idea anyhow, but it backfired big time. Also, to not trust person who have zombies for employees. They may have a good profit margin, but they're always recruiting new victims, and the retirement plan stinks. So until next time, or not. This is Arachna of the Spider People, wishing you nighty-night, and don't let the zombies bite. Deadly, stop playing that piano. Bela Lugosi has put voodoo spell on you. Let's get out of here before he turns you into a zombie. Can you stand? No? Okay, then I carry you. All right, let's go. I warn you, taking a tour of that sugarcane factory was a bad idea. But oh no, you had to go see where zombies work. Wait a minute, Deadly. Come back here. No, don't jump. No, don't jump. What are you doing? You're not a zombie yet. Snap out of it. That was close call, Deadly. You were almost zombieized. Who would have guessed that Bela Lugosi's powers could cast a spell on you from a movie? Remind me never to look into his eyes again in any other movie we see.